So hello and namaste. So I just want to go over today 3 things that you can do to be able to start eating better. So we read a lot of stuff on the internet. This is like healthy eating, how to eat healthier. But when it actually comes to put it into practice, it's actually more difficult than it sounds, especially if we haven't made the habits to force our body to want to eat in a healthier way. The first thing we should know is the healthier we eat, the more that we're prone to eat healthier, the more you actually want to avoid those bad foods that are going to make you feel not so good. So good health promotes good health. Bad health obviously promotes bad health. So you're moving towards something good. After a while, it's actually going to be easier, okay? So the first thing, the first tip that I have is you have to decide what you are buying, okay? You make the shopping list, you purchase the foods in the supermarket, so you are actually 100% in control of what you are eating. If you are doing the shopping yourself, or even if you've hired somebody to go to the store for you, you make the choice on what you put on the list. So those foods should include whole foods, whole grains, fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables, and you should stay away from the processed foods as much as possible. Basically, anything that has more than one ingredient in it is a processed food. You want to be able to look for foods that come directly from nature and eat those foods in their natural state. Number 2 is if you have made the choice, okay, you're trying to eat healthier, you're in the supermarket, you want to make sure that when you do go shopping, you are going shopping after you've already eaten. And here's why. Because if you go shopping on an empty stomach, chances are that every single thing that you see in the supermarket is going to be what you want to put in your cart because you're hungry, you want to eat it, and you want to eat it now. The brain is going to want carbohydrates, okay? The body wants carbohydrates. It wants an immediate energy source. And if you walk into the supermarket, chances are that you're going to see the breads, you're going to see the cookies, the cakes, all these things that your body is just crying out to have because your body wants energy. It's hungry, it wants to eat. So do yourself a favor and eat a meal before you go. That way you can take your list with you, make sure that you have everything written out, take your list, and you can follow exactly what's on the list, which is going to make it a lot easier. And the third thing is start to do your own cooking. Now, a lot of people say that they don't have time to cook, and I think that's kind of like an old excuse now that nobody has time to do anything because we all have 24 hours in a day, and there's people that eat extremely healthy and have no problem, and there's others that eat extremely terrible. So what are those people that are eating healthy doing differently than those people that are not eating healthy? They've just made certain things a habit that they're starting to move towards that healthier lifestyle. And one of those things is they're preparing their own foods. The thing is when you prepare your own foods, when you cook your own foods, you know exactly what you're putting in that food. You know what the portion sizes are, you know what the ingredients are. A lot of ingredients that are in processed foods or industrial made foods, we don't know exactly what those ingredients are. And what they do, a lot of chemicals and things, additives that they put in the food is actually not keeping our hormonal system in balance. It's throwing our hormones off whack. If you think of the meats, for example, that are filled with hormones, that has a direct effect on meat and cheese or any animal products for that matter. It's putting our hormones out of balance, which in some people could cause weight gain, for example. So you want to make sure that you're preparing your own foods. You know exactly what's in it. So those are just 3 things that you can start doing even today to be able to start eating healthier. And after a while, like I said, the more healthier that you eat, the more easier it becomes. If you go weeks or months without eating a certain bad food, for example, when you do introduce that food, that bad food into your system, your body's almost going to reject it. You're going to notice the difference immediately. And this brings me to another point, is that keep a food journal, because by keeping a food journal, you'll also be able to find out when was the last time you had that undesirable food, how it made you feel. And every time you look at that, let's say that it's like chocolate cake, I don't know, or chocolate cookies, or something with an extremely high fat and sugar and sodium content. How does it make you feel? And you can review that to say, okay, is it worth me feeling like this if I eat this food today? Let's say you're going out for the day, you have things that you want to do. Is it going to be worth it for you to feel tired and cranky and moody and just not so good if you eat that unhealthy food, compared to if you eat some living, vibrant food that's going to give you life and energy? So I hope these tips helped for today. Let me know what you think. Let me know any comments in the comment section, and namaste.